Hello, YouTube. It's me, Herman Branch. This is an overdue video, but let's go ahead. I would like to start by saying that the reason I pulled down my apology video to Martial Arts Tutor was because Martial Arts Tutor went back to his old ways when he returned back to YouTube. He went back to his old ways real fast. I felt like a fool believing in his half-ass apology, thus I started making videos about him again, revealing his hypocrisy. In reality, he's running a McDojang, something that he himself is against. This guy doesn't seem interested in bettering himself as a martial artist. Actually, he's really in it for the money and building up his small ego by being this so-called tutor in the martial arts. Let's go through the red flags of martial arts tutor. Number 1. He is not yet in his mid-20s, but claims to add so many styles into his system. Classic sign of a McDojo master. Number 2. He says he trained in so many MMA schools. The question should arise, why doesn't he commit to learn at one school? Why go through so many schools? As a matter of fact, I contacted one of the MMA schools that he attended, Team Mola MMA. When I asked the owner if he knew who Taylor Kelly Studer was, he had no answer for that. He did not recognize who Martial Arts Tutor is. All right, let's continue. Number 3, why is he adding contact from other arts that he himself has said that he is still learning to his Taekwondo? Number 4, isn't it strange that someone who is still learning martial arts anew, different systems, is operating a school? Basically, a student-level martial artist teaching others? Number 5, he acknowledges that Taekwondo was garbage and he comes from a low-quality, illegitimate McDojang. Why did he try to teach McDojang Taekwondo kicks at an MMA club? Number 6, why does he still call his system Taekwondo? He has removed the pumse, the uniforms, and any formalities in Taekwondo. The only thing that he had kept is a belt system, which is crazy. Why doesn't he simply call his system kickboxing? Number 7, does he belong to a Taekwondo organization? Is he aligned with the WTF? Any martial arts organization at all? Will his belt rankings even be recognized in other Taekwondo schools? I highly doubt it. Martial Arts Tutor has started his own organization out of his arse. And it's most likely that the belts that he gives his students will not be recognized in other Taekwondo schools. And the reason I called his belt system crazy is because in order for a student of his to progress to another belt level, they have to do a year's worth of training. And last time I checked, he had about 8 belts in the system. So it's going to take about 8 years to get a black belt under his system. He's basically doing the opposite of what McDojos do, which they give people black belts really fast, within 2 years or less, which is a complete joke. Once these McDojos give, these students their black belts, usually these students leave their school. Martial Arts Tutor is doing the exact opposite. Why not make profit from one person, within 8 years instead of just 2 years? And I think he probably got inspired because of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu belt system taking such a long time for a person to get a black belt in that martial art. Who knows? I still think it's a crazy system. Number 8. He has absolutely no hard sparring videos in boxing, kickboxing, Muay Thai, or MMA. How can he promote his system if he can't present that functional Taekwondo is proven in combat? As of late, martial arts tutor has said that he's going to add some sparring videos, but this is my prediction. His sparring videos, either they're going to be light contact or they're going to be with somebody who's either his instructor or somebody who's a fresh beginner. It's not going to be anything spectacular. That would be my prediction, because the only sparring videos he ever had was with him with his friend doing light contact fighting, and then him being in that Team Moeller MMA school fighting, with beginners. Thus, martial arts tutor is not a fighter.